we talked about the fact that CNN published a few stories on Kavanaugh and the accusations? Remember back in the Kavanaugh time when he was being, when his hearing was going on with the Senate and the nomination process was happening? CNN published 700 stories on Kavanaugh's accusations, on the general, okay, he did this, there was a party, here's what Christine Blasey Ford says, blah, 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 blah. 700 stories. How many have they done with Biden? 0.
Wow.
None.
Wow, that seems like a gap.
Not a single one. That's amazing. That's incredible.
But I mean, the other guy was running for the Supreme Court, right? They were considering him for that. I mean, what is this Joe Biden guy?
He's just running for president, so it's nothing like the Supreme Court.
Not even the same thing.
It's a completely different branch of government.
I mean, he's not running for Cardinal Tobin's job.
No, he's not. So as long as he's not going after the most powerful man in the country, world, universe, perhaps.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
That's fascinating.
And back in 1993, this is kind of interesting, too. The mother of Joe Biden's accuser called into Larry King live. Remember when Larry King used to be alive?
I was wondering where you're going with that. That's exactly what I was thinking. Not the show thing.
No.
You mean...
When he was actually alive. And he wasn't just filled with formaldehyde and then placed in front of a camera. Yeah, he was actually living.
San Luis Obispo.
Go ahead. You're on. Hello. Okay, so Angie Dickinson for the full hour. I don't think he could even say that anymore.
No.
Anyway, back in 1993, here's what happened when the mother of Biden's accuser called in.
We're back. A couple more phone calls on this very important topic. Our guests are former United States Senator Howard Baker, Richard Allen, former National Security Advisor, and Lois Romano of the Washington Post. San Luis Obispo, California. Hello.
Yes, hello. I'm wondering what a staffer would do besides go to the press in Washington. My daughter has just left there after working for a prominent senator and could not get through with her problems at all. And the only thing she could have done was go to the press, and she chose not to do it out of respect for him.
Or she had a story to tell, but out of respect for the person she worked for, she didn't tell it.
That's true.
Wow.
And that was it. Then he went back to more calls. Maybe a follow-up, Larry?
You don't want to know who.
I
You
mean,
don't want to know
seriously.
why. You don't know what. You don't want to know what. You don't want to know where.
I mean, did the producer get a name and number for this woman? I mean, can we follow up?
That's crazy. That's really crazy.
So out of respect for the
Out of
office holder.
Out of respect for Joe Biden, she just left. Is that what happened?
All right, well, good call. Let's go back to the phones. Denver, Colorado. I mean, come on, man. What are you doing?
Obviously, he didn't know the senator, but I wonder if he was tipped off to it, who she was talking about.
I don't know.
I mean, could have told the phone screener a lot of stuff.
Well, no,
I don't know.
I doubt it, because then he would have said, I don't want you to say the name of the future vice president here. I mean,
And she didn't.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, I think if he did know, he would have, well, he probably wouldn't have even gone to the call.
Maybe not.
But then he would have
I don't know.
somehow jumped in there to say, don't say his name.
Which she may have been strongly instructed beforehand not to do.
Huh.
I don't know.
Well, nice follow-up. Nice job,
Interesting, though.
CNN. I mean, blazing
CNN.
trails in journalism for decades
I
upon
will say
decades.
this, though. CNN was a lot different in 1993 than they are today. A lot different. I mean, they were not just a wing of the Democrat Party in 1993. I don't think. It's changed a lot. In fact, they picked up where MSNBC left off.
Mm-hmm.
So, and MSNBC still sucks as well. So let's make that perfectly clear. I mean, I'm not letting them off the hook. They are tremendously bad. 888-900-3393. Fascinating, though, kind of, because you look back on that call and knowing what we know now, hearing what she said, that she still respected him too much to talk about it. That's unfortunate. 888-900-3393 and at Pat Unleashed on Twitter.